Angry Birds was one of the most revolutionary iPhone games in history, and part of lives of many people everywhere, including me. And with a big series such as Angry Birds, there's an iceberg of it. I've been watching and wanted to do an iceberg video, but I didn't know what to do. Basically, I thought that there were already iceberg of every series ever. But then I chose Angry Birds because this one has some interesting things that could fit on an iceberg. These two icebergs were made by How Are You Doing 5Gs on Reddit, and You Gotta Be Joshing You, so shout out to them because these icebergs are amazing. So instead of explaining them, I'm going to do a little twist. I'm going to mix them and make the ultimate Angry Birds iceberg. You know how this works. I'm going to use eggs to resemble if this is true or false. If I use 5 eggs, I know what I'm talking about and it's probably true. But if I use 0 eggs, it's just baloney and just a hoax. So prepare your Angry Birds perfume and let's hop to the Angry Birds iceberg. How deep does it go? The tip of the iceberg. EvanTube HD. EvanTube HD, or just EvanTube, is a YouTube channel that makes toy reviews. It's run by Evan Mohana. His channel became popular back in early 2010s, and when we was still a child, he made Angry Birds toy reviews, and that was the way that many people discovered his channel. Currently, he still makes videos on his YouTube channel. Old level complete. When you finish the level on the original Angry Birds back in the early version of the game, you got this screen, but then it was replaced with this one that I very much prefer. Abandoned ports. This entry is probably referring to some Angry Birds ports that don't exist anymore, such as Angry Birds HD, Angry Birds Lite, or the PC version that were discontinued. Rovio. Rovio is the company that made Angry Birds in 2009 and the rest of the series, that I managed to talk about here. Angry Birds Plushies. In the early 2010, Commonwealth released a series of Angry Birds plushies with the main birds and pigs, and that started the series of Angry Birds plushies that exist everywhere, and that are still being made to this day. Hashtag BringBack2012. BringBack2012 is an hashtag that many fans of the series used to represent their anger to Rovio, because in 2019, Rovio removed some older games that they weren't supporting, such as the original, and that made many people angry, but they have a reason. Angry Birds Seasons. Angry Birds Seasons was the second entry in the Angry Birds series. In every world of the game there was a different holiday, such as Christmas, Halloween, Easter, Summer, Valentine's Day and more. This was one of the games that were affected with the Rovio removal in 2019. Mighty Eagle. Mighty Eagle is a bird that made its first appearance in 2010 on the original Angry Birds 1. You throw a fish can to a structure and then Mighty Eagle appears and destroys everything. Old Pig Texture. In early versions of Angry Birds, the pigs were like this, but then they had a redesign and that changed the way they looked. Funky Theme. The funky theme is this music you are hearing on the background. I don't remember this music in the games, but it's on the game soundtrack. Below the surface. Unstable levels. Unstable levels are the levels that have structures that become unstable after a bird shot, like 5-6. Angry Birds Homescapes. In 2020, an ad appeared on YouTube and in Angry Birds 2 advertising the game, but the ad was just an Homescapes ripoff, and people were not happy, and yeah, this is not the image that everyone wants Angry Birds to have. It's sad. Angry Birds in Wonderland. I couldn't find anything about Angry Birds in Wonderland. Maybe it's referring to Angry Birds Winter Wonderland, a world in Angry Birds Seasons, but Angry Birds in Wonderland I didn't. Quick edit here. I just discovered that actually Winter Wonderland was a site from Samsung collaborating with Rovio, and what I was referring to was Winter Wonderham, and not Winter Wonderland. Samsung Levels. When the Samsung Galaxy Note phone was released, Rovio added some exclusive levels for Angry Birds Space. Also, there were some exclusive Samsung levels for the previous mentioned Angry Birds Winter Wonderland in 2011. YouTube Kids videos. For some weird reason there are Angry Birds videos made for kids in YouTube Kids, and they are not great. I don't know why people waste their time doing this shit. Oh well. Angry Birds. Angry Birds was an April Fool's joke Rovio made in 2015. It was a mix of a farm game with a visual novel and Five Nights at Freddy's. It's kinda odd. Lost web games. When a thing becomes popular, there's always web games, but some are lost, and I'm kinda surprised that some here are lost. I remember playing some here. Angry Birds Star Wars Facebook, Angry Birds McDonald's, Angry Birds Coca-Cola, Angry Birds Google Plus are some that are lost, but obviously there are more. Lite version. The Lite version of Angry Birds was available from 2010 till 2011, and it was replaced with Angry Birds Free. It featured 12 levels and was like the free trial of Angry Birds, because in that time Angry Birds was paid. Mods. Angry Birds has a lot of mods, lots of them. I'm not going to comment on them, of course. It had a big community back in the day, and it's cool. Super Seeds. The Super Seeds was an old power-up that made the birds on the slingshot bigger and stronger. It was later replaced with the Super Potion that makes the same thing. Swine Flu. Apparently, Rovio inspired by the swine flu epidemic to make the green pigs. It's just a fun fact to share. Deep Waters. Prototype Hal and Bubbles. Hal the green bird and Bubbles the orange bird, aka the Smosh duo. Who gets the reference? I don't know. Had both different designs on the prototype of the game, with Hal being more like a toucan and Bubbles looking like he had an allergy or something. Ruffle. I don't know what this is specifically referring to. Maybe it's referring to the Angry Birds comic volume 5, or an old promotion that Angry Birds made with PepsiCo in Brazil. I don't really know. Silverbird. In the very first image of the first version of Angry Birds, there was a grey bird that never was seen outside of this image. Some say that it's Matilda, some say it's Bomb, but I think it's just Mighty Eagle when he still was in his early stages, because I don't see the reason why he's in the front. Angry Birds Tazos. In the early 2010, PepsiCo released many Tazos of Angry Birds, and these ones were everywhere. There was Angry Birds Original, Angry Birds Space, and probably more. Here was only these two. Bosstest. Bosstest was a scrap music to Angry Birds Space. It's rumored that it's for the boss levels, and yeah, probably. Fun Video TV. Fun Video TV was a YouTube channel that posted 3D animations for kids with Angry Birds characters, and it became popular because of how absurd the videos are, and people realized that this could be a meme material. It's a weird channel, it's still up on YouTube, but it's inactive. Beta build in the trailer. I don't know what this is talking about. I watched the trailer and I see just regular gameplay, but this could actually be the beta of the game, but personally I don't see nothing. Realistic images. This entry is talking about these weird uncanny images that were made by an artist called Sam Sprite. I probably say that wrong, but recently became a meme just like Fun Video TV. Angry Birds Candy. In 2012, a company called Feather made Angry Birds sweets for a limited time. I remember seeing the commercials online and wanting to taste those sweets. Relude. Relude was Rovio's older name. I actually preferred the name Relude than fucking Rovio's, but whatever. Relude was founded in 2003 and made many shitty games that didn't become popular until Angry Birds, but in that time Rovio already existed. Hungry Piggies. Okay, this is my brain butter. Hungry Piggies is a shitty animation made by Tom LG 1992 in 2011. Can't burn it on everyone's mind in a bad way, but it's fun to look at it again, and I watched this several times. Scrapped Angry Birds Rio 2. No, I don't see anything about a new full-ass game called Rio 2. We got extra levels on Rio 1 of Rio 2, but not a full game. Chinese version. Angry Birds on China is very different to the one all around the globe. Instead of the normal levels, there's Chinese themed levels, but besides that, it's the same fucking game. The Abyss. Beta Chuck. On the old opening of the game, there was a weird looking Chuck smaller than any other bird. I'm glad they changed the design. The redesign is way better than this. Clusterbomb. Clusterbomb, what I have known is bomb, but when you explode, 3 mini bombs appear. This can only be accessed by game storage. Angry Birds Space Beta. Well, sure, Angry Birds Space had a beta, but I didn't find anything about it, sadly. Forgotten promos. Angry Birds has forgotten promos, that's no surprise. The Coca-Cola promo, the hockey promo, the Telepizza promo. You can even say that Angry Birds Rio is a forgotten promo. Adventure mode. No, only Angry Birds Go has an adventure mode, and it's not even adventure. It's just races to unlock characters, and maybe it's not referring to this. Angry Birds prototype. Angry Birds has a weird prototype from 2008 that features very basic looking characters and scenario, but I'm talking about the original, of course. Bootleg merch. Angry Birds has that bootleg merch that makes you upset to see. You want to buy an Angry Birds t-shirt, but instead you find a fucking Elmo Angry Birds shirt. Not just clothing, but toys and plushies as well. They look terrible. Squawking Dead. Squawking Dead is a parody animation made by 55inch on YouTube. This is a mix of The Walking Dead with Angry Birds, and for a child, it would be horrifying. I've never heard of this until now, because in the end of 2013, the year this was posted, I wasn't really invested on Angry Birds anymore. Cancelled Angry Birds Star Wars Jenga commercial. In 2012, when Angry Birds Star Wars released, Jenga produced some toys of the game, and 2 commercials were released that are phenomenal. But I don't know the existence of a 3rd cancelled one. I didn't find any proof that in some point of time a 3rd commercial was going to be a thing. I think this is just baloney. NSA Affiliation. The NSA, or National Security Agency, was getting information out of people and spying on them through Angry Birds. This was in early 2010, and this just fell into obscurity. Jurassic Park is unfinished. Jurassic Park is an episode on the original Angry Birds, and this entry saying that is unfinished. Probably it is unfinished, but I don't know nothing about this being true. Eternal Obscure. Green Day Collab. In 2012, an episode appeared on Angry Birds Friends called Green Day, collab of the band. Nothing much to comment here, this is just a collab that happened on Angry Birds Friends. Super Angry Birds. Super Angry Birds is a series of comics that portrayed the Angry Birds as superheroes. This was in the mid-2010s and it's very forgettable. Angry Birds Seasons Chinese Animation. So, I saw some people say that in regions of Spain and somewhere else there were bootleg Chinese CDs called Angry Birds the Movie, back in 2012 or somewhere in that age. And this is an animation that I remember watching and it's so bad. The CGI on this is terrible. Well, I can't do better CGI than this, but it's something that I can't explain. let's just move on. Matilda was green. No, just no. Debug Credits. On Angry Birds 1, if you got a non-release build, the player's account ID, game environment and customer string were shown in the credits. I got this information from the cutting room floor, link in the description. It's super amazing, the stuff they do, so please check them out. The Angry Birds movie has political meaning. Yeah, probably. Red hates the pigs and that could be referring to racism, but I don't know. Maybe it's not that. Probably it's just referring to the dummy.wav. What the fuck? For this entry I'm just going to really say what the fuck because I don't know what the fuck is this and nobody knows what this is. If you know, please, I beg you, comment down below. Please. Purple bird. The purple bird is a bird that everyone wanted to exist but never existed. But people took that purple bird in the Angry Hungry Pigs video and put it a bird to the rest of the other birds. It doesn't exist, it's just a fan-made bird. Maybe its whole explanation was confusing, but the only thing to know is that it's fan-made. Angry Birds collected user data. We literally talked about this entry ago. This is talking about the NSA Affiliation thing, so let's move on to the last. Depressed birds. I tried everywhere, but I couldn't find anything about depressed birds. But when I finally was editing the video, I found out that depressed birds was the original name for Angry Birds. I wonder why they changed it. The name was only used during development. This was the Angry Birds Iceberg. It was fun to search things about these entries, and at first I thought that this was going to be frightening, but in the end it's just interesting and fun things to share to you guys. So yeah, bye.